Today on Dr. Phil. Is she a gold digger?
Do you manipulate men?
I manipulate situations.
Oh, come on.
Or a girl in danger?
I had a hit put on my life.
Rich guys do not handle rejection very well.
Whatever she is,
Hey, I'm talking to you, Dr. Phil. Talk to me, not him.
she speaks her mind.
You only do one thing, and that is run your mouth. That's
He
it.
runs his mouth. Let's do it.
Have a good show, everybody. Here we go.
This is a safe place to talk about hard things.
Stand by, Dr. Phil.
I'll try to be an emotional compass and point you in the right direction.
5, 4.
I am not giving up on you.
Go, Dr. Phil.
How are you? Well, you know, my guests today have written into the show over 25 times asking me to help with their brother-sister feud. Now, I gotta tell you, I want to let you see things the way I do, because I look at stuff and I get kind of a big picture. And things jump out at me to give me kind of an idea of the flavor. Manipulator, hate being black, NFL players, broke black Kim Kardashian, loser magnet, destroyed my life, bad boys, alter ego takes over, private jets, designer handbags, stacks of money, pimping is in my blood. Well, Andre says his sister is not just a gold digger, but a step above. She is a platinum digger. He worries her sexy, scheming ways are going to get her killed. Now, Valerie has written me time and time again that she wants her brother to butt out of her life, although she does admit to making some bad dating decisions. Now, for instance, there was her date, NFL recruit Reggie Doucette, who was shot dead by LAPD in 2011. And one of her other boyfriends kicked down her door and attacked her, she says, because she wouldn't have sex with him. Andre fears she may become the next Nicole Brown Simpson. Take a look at his point of view.
Valerie's platinum digging ways have created a huge wedge between us because she goes after men that are able to give her a certain lifestyle. Doctors, politicians, football players. Valerie is very aware of her presence. The frustrating thing about Valerie is she gets bored easily. So she'll date these men, but she changes them like she changes shoes. Rich guys do not handle rejection very well. They're not used to it. I'm really terrified for my sister. On maybe a dozen occasions, I've gotten calls saying that she's been stranded. Her tires have been slashed, that she was punched in the stomach so hard by this guy that she could not walk upright for like 2 days. She dated a high-profile person who she broke up with, so he broke down the door, started smashing up furniture. Valerie gets extremely angry with me when I try to lecture her. She says, "You do the same thing that I do." I did, but I don't now. It is my hope that Dr. Phil would let her know that there is legitimate danger in the lifestyle that she's pursuing.
Well, Valerie says her brother should, look, just mind his own business. She's fine. She knows what she's doing. Just mind your own business. Take a look.
My brother is always in my business, and I need him to stop. My brother calls me a platinum digger, and I'm not. I'm a gold digger, G-O-A-L. To kind of understand the psychology of a gold digger, you're exotic. Sort of like a snake charming you. Are you offering to buy me a drink?
Oh, definitely. You know, we can have drinks.
Real, true gold diggers, we don't really care about the trinkets. I don't need a man, but I do need what he has to offer. He invited himself into my life, so I'm going to get what I need from this person. Never for bills, you know, never for the basic needs. I think a woman should be able to do that on her own. I would describe the relationship that I have with the men in my life as one big chess match, and I will always be the one who yells, checkmate. I have slept with a total of 8 men in my life. I don't want to go into the double digits, which is why I've been celibate. I've never in my life exchanged sex for anything. It doesn't matter what the subject matter is. And somehow or another, the conversation would gravitate towards sex. I don't meet a lot of men who just kind of come out and like, oh, you know, I want to sleep with you. I do get that respect. My brother is a very big hypocrite. Everything's a double standard. He approached me as if I was stupid, like I didn't know what I was doing. Like, you're gullible. You will always be prey. Why am I always wrong? If I'm in the hot seat, he needs to be in the electric chair.
Listen, I read everything you guys say. We do pre-interviews and all. And we were asking you what the difference is between a gold digger and a gold digger. In fact, I made a graphic about it. Let me put that up because, and I was just using your words. You say a gold digger is someone looking for something and is only thinking about the present, right? You say they'll sleep with a guy to get something.
Right.
Right? And you say a gold digger, G-O-A-L, has a purpose and looks into the future, and it can be from hanging with someone and taking their money or turning money into something else. But I'm not, I don't know, I'm just a little country boy from Texas. I'm not sure, I'm not getting the point.
Well, let me break this down for you. A gold digger is a person who, she's only thinking about the present. That's it. She's only concerned about getting to know her value. She doesn't know her worth. She doesn't, I'm not sure if she has high self-esteem or low self-esteem, but sometimes I get misconstrued. But a gold digger is a person who's just, she's sort of out for the fun of it. Maybe she has motives. Maybe she's looking to be kept. Again, trinkets or wonderful things, whatever. But a gold digger is a person who we understand that we could do it by ourselves. We don't need a man. I don't need you. But what you do complements what I do. And then also, too, a gold digger, G-O-A-L, is a person who, if you approach me a certain way, I'm going to react, not respond, but react based on the way that you're treating me and the way that you approached me.
Do you manipulate men?
I probably manipulate situations, but not the man. Because I don't treat every situation. I don't treat every man and situation the same. Because first of all, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm brutally honest. So you will never go into it thinking that she is thinking such and such and she's doing this because...
Then why are you getting the crap beat out of you? Why are you getting people threatening to kill you? Why are you getting people so upset? If you aren't manipulating situations, why is your approach to life so dangerous?
Okay, first of all, let's get this straight. There has never in this history been a man who's ever put his hand on me. My temper's too hot. I told you that to get your attention because you were not listening.
You lied to him?
No. I was trying to see. I was testing him to see if he was listening.
So you lied to him?
That was not a lie. I wanted to, you know how I can sit here and we're talking.
Did you tell him something that wasn't true?
I told him something and he heard something else. I wanted to see if he was listening. He was not listening. I told him. I come to him quite often and I pour myself. I'm just talking about scenarios because it's not. See, the part you're not getting is I'm emotionally void. I don't really care. Because one day I'll find a man that I actually care about, and I will do that because the feeling is mutual. But 9 times out of 10, the men that I run into, they don't have good intentions. So I don't have a problem manipulating this situation. But I'm not going to try and get you to do anything that you don't want to do because to me, that's like I'm stealing it from you. I want you to be so comfortable with me, you'll go out and sign for that car. You'll go out and get that house because you know that's going to make me a better person. You know that's going to help my situation and what I'm doing. But wait. Let me make sure I get this clear. People don't do things for me, and I don't do things for them in return. I bust my tail for a relationship. You give me something, I do something back.
Excuse me, who are you talking to?
Well, what do you mean? Who am I talking to?
Yeah, are you running for election or something?
No, I'm just making sure everybody understands.
Well, no, I asked you a question, and you're talking to these people. Talk to me.
Okay, Philip Calvin McGraw, I get it. Okay, here we are.
Okay, well look at me.
We're here.
Yeah.
But let me explain. What I am 50% of that relationship, and I will give back. And I will support you, and I will be your biggest fan, and I will do for you.
Okay, well, here's what he says has happened in your relationships. I'm talking about the downside of your strategy, as you call it, the gold digging. Let's take a look at what she says has happened in the past in dating rich bad boys. Okay, and there's quite a list here. And you know about all of these, right? Attempted rape, true or false?
That's because he wanted me to have a child.
I didn't ask you why, I just asked you if it did happen.
Okay, yes, it did.
Okay, stalking.
Yes, it did.
Verbal harassment.
Yes.
Theft.
Yes.
Drugs.
Yes.
Bankruptcy.
Yes.
Identity theft.
Yes.
Torture.
Yes. I don't know, loose term. Loose term. What do you call torture?
Betrayal.
Betrayal,
You
yes.
had your tires slashed.
Yes.
Punched in the stomach.
No.
But you told him it happened.
That was, again, you're not listening to what I'm saying.
Oh, I'm listening to what you're saying.
I threw that in because he wasn't listening to me.
No, but I am listening to you. You said, I told him that to see if he was listening.
Right, exactly, and he was not. Which, when I pour myself out, look, I lost both parents.
Did you hear her say she got punched in the stomach so bad?
I heard that. You were going to talk to me.
I did.
Hey, I'm talking to you, Dr. Phil.
Okay.
Talk to me, not him. Who's over there? Nobody.
Did you tell him your door got kicked in?
I didn't have to tell him.
So that did happen?
That did happen.
Okay.
That goes along
Were you
with the
thrown
furniture.
around the apartment?
That goes with the furniture, all the stuff, all that.
Okay.
That's
So
all
thrown
ego.
around,
That's
furniture
nothing to do with
destroyed,
me.
and a hit was put on your life.
Exactly, yes.
Okay, so these things, except for being punched in the stomach, you say they've all happened.
Yes.
Okay, does that suggest to you that your strategy is not working?
You act like this is different. Things happen to women every day.
Okay, what do you think about all this?
I think that she's misguided.
Misguided. We're the same person, except you're
Valerie,
bald.
I've changed.
You
I've
have
changed.
not.
To say that I don't relate to where you are, I can't say that. But I've changed. My biggest concern is that she's going to come into contact with the wrong man and something tragic will happen to her.
Coming up, is Valerie having sex with these men she manipulates? I'm going to ask her when we come back.
No.
I like it when a man shops for me. I train him, I teach him. I have over 200 designer bags, a BMW, a condo. I get to travel all around the world. I get to treat the world as if it was my playground. This gold digging could be very glamorous and very rewarding, but there is a dark side. You gotta be careful. I had a hit put on my life. I've been stalked a couple times. I had a guy carve my name in his hand. Because I deal with a lot of men who have money, I could become the next Nicole Simpson.
Well, Valerie's brother is scared for her gold or gold-digging ways, whichever semantic you want to use. He says that it is going to be the death of her. Now, he's written the show several times. In fact, he's written the show 8 times. You've written the show 19 times. In one email, he exclaims, "Your show is my last straw. I hate her. She is officially on my expletive list. I'm tired of her lies and I'm tired of supporting her suicide missions. She has been screwed over by politicians, actors, artists, comedians, and athletes. I pick up the pieces. I clean up her messes. I'm tired." Andre says Valerie lures men with her good looks and her special touch. Take a look.
There is something about people like me that attract people who want to do things for you. I think it's because it's just part of my DNA. I have been blessed with a BMW, rent paid, a condo, travel all around the world, expensive cars, Phantoms, Bentleys. I had a Jaguar. I know that doesn't compare to Bentley, but when I go to a club, I gotta get in the VIP section. I think it's just a sin to party in general population. It just doesn't make sense. I have over 200 designer bags. I like it when a man shops for me, so I train him, I teach him how to buy certain things. A good month is when you get the things that you want and that you need. I'm a very sexual creature. I probably release a lot of pheromones. You know, I flirt a lot. I get to pretty much treat the world as if it was my playground.
Now, according to Andre, this works. She's acquired at least $120,000 in gifts from men that he knows of. They include expensive dinners, over 200 designer bags, a Mercedes, BMW, Phantom and Range Rover rentals, an apartment at $1,150 a month, $5,000 or more in cash, expensive engagement rings, first-class flights, private buses, backstage concert tickets, hotel rooms at places like the Ritz-Carlton Atlantis. And you say that men just give you these things because they want you to be a better person.
See, I don't think it's not about the look. And again, you're painting it's a different picture. There isn't a person or a thing on that list. A person couldn't say, yes, she does X, Y, Z for me, except sex. I don't exchange sex for favors. But I'm sitting telling you that this is not, I'm not out here like a predator preying on people, but I do take advantage of situations. And I've grown accustomed to a certain lifestyle because I put myself there. And if you want to be with me, hang out with me, whatever, it doesn't matter what tax bracket you come from. But we're going to have to elevate.
Okay, so if I'm going to date you, I'm going to have to show you the...
You don't have to, but you can't stack... First of all, it's hard for me to look at you and see that. You know what I'm saying? I know you got money, so we're good. But I'm saying, but that stuff I'm reading, I'm sitting here trying to figure out, when you help me clean up my mess? When do you come to the rescue? You're a listening ear. That's all you've been. A listening ear, and you're not very good at it. What about when you got stranded?
Suppose we got stranded.
Stranded where? Boy, I've always got a car.
No. When they flew you out, when you got flown overseas and you could not get back because apparently the dude wanted sex or whatever it is and you would not have sex with him. Because I agree. I don't believe that she sleeps with these men, Dr. Phil.
Well, no, in fact, you say...
Don't believe.
I don't believe that she does. I don't believe that she does.
I'm sorry.
I don't believe that you have sex.
I know that say I know.
I know.
Thank you.
Don't
get it twisted.
I strongly.
No, I know strongly. Dude,
knowing her like I do.
I'm right. If you don't know all my bedroom secrets, who does?
Valerie.
See, that's what
Dr.
I'm saying.
Phil, what I'm saying is
you know too much about me, and I know too much about you.
I know.
You're not going to paint the wrong picture.
Whoa, he said he doesn't
he's
believe.
Not gonna be,
he says, I don't believe that she does.
I can say things that are concrete. He's going to say things that's concrete. He's not going to paint this negative picture. He's going to tell the truth. Because now there will not be a person who's watching your show thinking sort of kind of maybe if. They're going to know. No, she would not. And not to try me that way.
No, you said what was it? Your JJ counter is in single digits? Is that what you said?
Yes, because those are 8 men I chose to sleep with, but those were not sponsors. Trust.
Dr. Phil, I believe that she has not had sex with these men, but I do know.
Well, she says she doesn't even like anybody touching her.
I don't.
She's funny like that.
Why are you so angry?
I'm not angry. I'm passionate.
Why do you hate being black?
If you don't want me to get hurt, you do more things to make sure that I don't. You only do one thing, and that is run your mouth.
He runs his mouth. Why do you hate being black?
Not so much that I hate being black. I hate getting up and having to redefine myself all the time. I hate having to, like you said, you're angry. Why do I have to be angry? Why can't I just be passionate? Why can't I just be honest with you? Because right now I could walk over and give you a hug. I could walk over and give him a hug, but I will not be misunderstood. I hate how majority of the time we can't depend on our own brothers. Women can't, our African-American women, we can't depend on them to handle business. We are always end up the matriarch, and that's exhausting. Then also, too, black on black, me, best friends with a black woman. It happens. I do have, quite a few friends, females, and they're African-American, but it's just, why do we fight against each other? Why do I have to deal with discrimination, colorism, all these different things? Why can't I just get up and just not have to worry about, am I black? Is that what they're seeing? Is that why they're treating me? Is this why? It's an exhausting process. I just want to be me. In life, I'm a diva, female hustler. That is
That
it.
is not what a
Point
diva
blank, period.
is.
We
That is
are
not
not
what that
talking
is,
about.
diva.
I'll take advantage of situations. I'm not a predator.
I don't want
it's
you
not
to
me
get
against
hurt.
them. If you don't want me to get hurt, you
I'm
do
saying
more
you
things
need
to
to
make sure
stop
that
what
I
you
don't.
doing.
You only do
I can't
one thing,
control
and that
you.
is run your mouth. That's
I
it.
can't control
You don't
you.
do nothing else. That's
Stop.
all you do. Act
Stop.
like a brother and stop sitting over here
If you
talking
quit
to me
ignoring
as
me,
if
if you stop ignoring me, I'll
what,
start
what,
a
ignoring
writing.
you what?
I'll start a
Ignoring
writing.
you what?
He runs his mouth? Okay. Valerie says her brother is a hypocrite. She'll tell us why when we come back. My brother is a serial cheater and a hypocrite. He can't keep his legs or his mouth closed. How dare he judge me?
People call me a gold digger, but I don't care. So what are you doing here?
Just hanging out, you know, watching some football.
I am expecting at least 2 free drinks tonight. So what brings you here? I don't want to pay for a single thing tonight.
I did buy her a drink, yes. She's a very nice girl, and she told me it was her first time in California, and it seemed like the right thing to do.
It was a good night because I met some cool people.
Well, Valerie says she has a natural talent for manipulating the situation. I say manipulating men. She said, no, I just take advantage of the situation. Now, she says she has an alter ego that comes out when she wants to get something from a man. Now, Stefan and Freddie met Valerie the other night.
No.
You're Stefan, right?
Yep.
What was your reaction to her? How'd y'all get on?
Initially, I thought she was nice. I thought she was a sweet person, but seeing her now, I see all the agenda that was behind everything. I didn't know she was trying to manipulate me. I thought she was trying to be cool.
I didn't even ask you for a drink. What do you mean?
I wouldn't have bought you a drink.
Well, I'm just saying, you can clap all you want, but I don't go to bars and pick up men. That's not my thing.
You're Freddie, right? And you met her also?
Yeah, I met her.
What'd you think of her?
I mean, I thought she was a cool person, you know. She came off, you know, just someone looking to get something from something.
Did you like her?
Yeah, genuinely, I liked her because I'm not going to sit here and try to judge who she is. I mean, if she takes advantage of me, I got to look at myself as being taken advantage of.
What's the alter ego?
The alter ego is when they are trying to play me, when they're looking at me like, oh, you know, like I'm flesh. They're not looking at me like I'm a woman, like I'm trying to, if we're in a situation where I'm trying to do my job, and all you want to talk about is sex, or whenever we start talking about work and somehow or another, that subject gravitates to, okay, well, you know, wow, that's a nice dress you got on. Or you're looking really hot. Oh, I like that. You know, or they're trying to talk to you or whatever. Then that's when I'm like, okay, you want to play? Let's play.
There's a certain way that she will project. Like she could sit here for a minute, and if she sees a prey, she'll sit a certain way, she'll do certain things to attract their attention. And to her credit, I will say that everyone can't do it. What Paige is able to do, what Valerie's able to do, every woman cannot do it. So it is a skill set that they have, but she knows when she's on and when she's not, because Valerie knows how to stand, she knows how to be noticed in the room when she wants to. I can't see looking at the pictures or looking at the gentlemen here. If she really wanted to turn it on for these guys, she could have. I know that she didn't because of the way that what they're saying and what she's doing. I know what her power is. It could have been completely different if she would have turned it on.
Well, there's nothing wrong with a woman knowing how to have a presence
Exactly.
and how to be attractive. And
Exactly.
The Beige that we're referring to, Beige has been on the show before. Beige, how are you?
Great.
In fact, Beige has written a book about this, and the title of your book was?
A Gold Digger's Guide, GOAL, How to Get What You Want Without Giving It Up.
Hey, hello.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah, okay.
And how to get what you want without giving it up.
Yes. And it's for goal-oriented women, and it can be misconstrued, and I think it was, because if you have a lot of hurt, and Valerie, I know you say you don't, but you do, and you have every reason to. You lost a lot of people in your life, and you've been through domestic violence like a lot of women have, but once you get over that, then you'll be able to see the real message of the book, which is to have your own goals and be financially independent, but at the same time, you still require the men in your life to contribute.
Valerie wrote an email to the show that said, "My brother is a serial cheater and a hypocrite. He can't keep his legs or his mouth closed. How dare he judge me?" So that's what you're talking about when she's saying you're a hypocrite and you shouldn't be talking about her, and you say, "I've been there, but I'm not there now."
What I would say is this, the same thing with Valerie. We learned from a male's perspective now, the way Dad taught me is most women can get sex from a guy that they want. That's very easy. It's the sex that they want that they can't get that they're willing to pay for. Now, that doesn't have to be all the time with money. It could be with time. It could be with different things, but they're willing to pay to get attention. So basically, like Valerie, 98% of the women that I dealt with, and they have been Hollywood actresses and stuff, 98% of it did not involve sex. It involved companionship, just talking, giving them what they wanted at that time. So I know where you are. What I'm saying is that there came a time when I drew a line in the sand and I wanted something different because it felt empty. I wanted to be married, I wanted love, and I had to give love a chance. So I had to turn my back on that stuff that Dad taught me that I used to do. So it's true when she accuses me of that.
Lies you tell.
It's true that she accuses me of that for the most part.
Really?
But it's not like you cannot say that I was a serial hoe, as you said, keeping my legs closed. My thing was keeping the women that I was dealing with legs closed so that I can continue to be in their company, because whoever surrenders sex loses power.
Coming up, we got to take a break. Valerie says she doesn't think love is in her destiny. I want to know why. We'll be right back.
I'm unlucky in love because I attract polar opposites. My strengths intimidate men. Maybe there's a possibility that I'll never be in a healthy relationship. I don't know what that feels like. I hope that that wasn't something I inherited from my father. I lost 9 family members and my best friend in 5 years. There was nobody there who understood my pain. I'd be in a room full of people and just felt so alone. My only release is anger, or I run away. My brother, I was so mad at him I wanted to fight because I don't feel like he could understand my pain.
Well, Valerie says that she's been celibate for almost 4 years because she's afraid to sleep with Mr. Wrong. She says she's never been in love and wonders if there's something wrong with her, that this just isn't in her future. What is your goal? What's your end game? What do you hope to get in terms of a life situation? Are you there? Do you want something different?
I will always be fine because Valerie works for a living, because I love for a living, because I know how to pour in to a person's life. And, you know, I have a messiah complex. I have a lot of success stories out there, and I'm very proud of that. I don't need a person who can tell me how to be a gigolo. I don't need a person who can tell me about my powers. I need a brother. Do you understand what I'm saying? You know what a brother does? A brother gives you a hug. A brother doesn't take advantage of situations. The brother loves. The brother makes sure that you're okay.
I can't hug you if you shut me out. I can't hug if you won't let me in.
Well, I have a couple questions for you. Well, I have a couple questions for you. Tell me about the loneliness in your life.
I feel alone because I didn't have my support team died. I feel like everybody that I loved is dead.
I know, whether you know it or not, that you are very lonely. And I know, whether you know it or not, that, like all of us, you need a soft place to fall. But I think you're really afraid of intimacy. I think you're really afraid that if you ever just put yourself out there and don't work it don't manipulate it, don't control it, that you won't get what you want, you won't be allowed to stay, you won't get the acceptance that you so desperately want and need. And I think that's really tragic because you're selling yourself way, way short. I think you spend a lot of time telling all of us how smart and educated and hardworking and capable you are, but you don't tell yourself that in a way that you really believe it. You've lost so many people that love you, so many people that care about you in your life, and you're still here. You survived it. You're tough. You're tougher than you give yourself credit for. And the thing that I worry about, that your brother's concerned about, you can call it what you want, but you're playing a game of bait and switch. You're suggesting one thing to guys and giving them another. I don't think you're promiscuous. I just think you're a tease. And you're going to run into the old boy that decides that's not okay, and you're going to get hurt. And I don't want that to happen to you.
You guys have taken like a whole, all these different scenarios, and then, you know, you get a piece from here and a piece there. And that's not who I am.
All right, we're totally out of time, and I'm sure I'm way off the mark here, and she's completely well-adjusted, and everything's going to work fine in her life. And
I love you, Dr.
And I'm
Phil.
going to cheer when it does.
Can I have a hug,
You certainly can. Coming up, a woman who admits, despite the hundreds of sticky notes all over the house, she still manages to forget the simplest of things. We'll talk to her next. We've all misplaced our car keys at one point or forgotten to pick up the milk on the way home. But my next guest, Amanda, says she takes the term brain freeze to a whole new level. Take a look.
I'm so forgetful that if my head wasn't screwed on, I'd forget where it was. I call the kids different names, even the dogs. Leaving the laundry in the wash machine and forgetting to put it in the dryer, and then I have to rewash it. I even forget to eat during the day. How could you forget to eat? My forgetfulness is always causing me problems. One time I left the sink running and flooded the kitchen. I forgot the car was a drive and I hit another car. Another time I left the frying pan on the stove and almost burnt down our house. Post-its and Sharpies are my best friends. Without them, I wouldn't remember anything. They're all over my dashboard. Even with the Post-its, my husband still has to remind me of things.
Don't forget, we gotta go here tomorrow.
I feel like I'm losing my memory and I'm only 35. I really hope Dr. Phil can help me fix this problem.
All right, Amanda is here along with Roger Barnett, Chairman and CEO of Shackley. So welcome to both of you guys. And all right, now, first, before we even start, I want you to take a look at this picture. All right? You can study it for a minute. It'll mean something to you in a bit. All right, got it? Okay.
We'll see.
All right. Yeah, we'll see. Now, you're like really forgetful, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and you're forgetting the questions our field producers are asking you while they're interviewing.
Yes.
What's up? Why do you think that's true?
I don't know. I think too far ahead, or I have no idea. That's why I'm here.
Well, I was hoping you were going to tell me, because my memory has just gone to hell. I can't, it's terrible. I can't, what's your name?
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. That's why they have my name written all over the place, so I can remember who I am. So, Roger, you guys at Shackley are pretty invested in helping further cognitive research, right? This is a big deal to Shackley.
Yes, it is. Shackley is a leading health and wellness company, and over the last 60 years, we pioneered many advances in nutritional science. Our products have powered over 120 gold, silver, and bronze medals, and even the NASA program uses Shackley products to fuel astronauts into space. But lately, we've been focusing on brain health, and we have an MIT-trained neuroscientist over the last several years who's been researching whether natural products can help. so that we can bring that research to consumers.
Okay, as we all know, the brain is the body's control center, and it controls your ability to think, talk, feel, see, hear, remember, and much more. And Amanda, have you tried anything to help improve your memory? Have you done anything to try and help?
Sticky notes. That's my...
You put prompts.
Yes.
Everywhere.
And we have a huge calendar, like huge calendar.
Yeah. Does that help?
Sometimes I forget to look at it, and then I forget that I wrote it on there.
Look, the brain is an organ, and it generates muscle activity, and it needs to be used to stay efficient, like use it or lose it, as we always say. While we can't promise you'll stop losing your keys or improve your memory, we do have a few tips that help in supporting overall brain health. And one big thing is to stop multitasking. You guys multitask? We all do that, right? And it can be hard to do, but studies show that it can take a full 8 seconds to actually get anything encoded into your memory. And if you're multitasking, you like hit this for 2 seconds, and you're over here and you're here. So that never really gets encoded.
So
you're flitting around.
Yes.
So you have to concentrate while you're doing a specific task. That's a big thing. You can even speak your actions out loud. That's called putting it into production mode, where you say, all right, I'm starting the laundry now. The fact that you go into production mode, you produce it, that puts it into another channel, and that can really help and help you really focus on the task at hand. So that's big. What else would you say?
Well, there's a growing body of research that says that sleep, exercise, and nutrition are really important for a healthy brain. And so our scientists spent years screening hundreds of different natural compounds to see which would help promote healthy brain function. But this is all evolving science, and the clinical research stage is really at its early stages about focusing on brain health.
Right. And so because it's in the early stage, there's going to need to be additional trials to fully understand its benefits, of course, right?
Shaklee is really committed to trying to help advance the state of nutritional science, so we accepted a challenge to donate a portion of the proceeds of our sales to help fund research around the brain for the future, to help us all live healthier and better lives.
One last tip. You remember the picture you saw, right?
Well, I don't know.
Well, maybe there's something to be said about simple brain games to keep your mind sharp. Now, we put the picture, we put it up so you could put it into your memory, right? So come over here with me.
I should have Post-it notes.
No, you don't get any Post-it notes. So, all right.
Oh.
Now, you see, these are the things that were in there, okay?
Yes.
And what I want you to do is put them where you think they go, okay?
I think that one went there.
Okay.
I don't have to go in order?
No, you do it any order you want. You just have to do it quick, because this is only an hour show. This is not Price is Right, but if you want to yell at her, you can. It's okay.
Okay.
Tick-tock, you got 10 seconds. Go.
I don't even remember.
So they don't know. They're just yelling. They don't know. I guarantee you, I can get one of them out of the audience. They wouldn't do any better than you.
That's what I think went here. Heart. I don't know. Okay. I know the first one's right for sure.
Okay, you know the first one's right?
And the corner one, the hammer.
Okay. So let's grade your paper here. You missed this one, and 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 you missed this one. So you got the cat, the hammer, and the heart right.
25% is good.
All right. So are you surprised? Did you think you would do that well, or better or worse?
I thought maybe half.
You thought maybe half?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think you did all that bad. Doing simple brain exercises like these may help improve your memory as well. Like I said, use it or lose it. I hope some of what we have discussed helps you. I really do, particularly at multitasking. You got to do one thing at a time. Anyway, I'd like to thank all of my guests today, especially Roger Barnett. For more information on today's show and to learn more about Shaklee, you can visit drphil.com. We'll see you next time. Thanks so much. Man, appreciate it. Roger, thanks so much, man. Appreciate it. All right, thanks, guys. See y'all.